Hello, my name is Oscar. I'll be showing you today how you can connect Snowflake and SuperAnnotate. This is a great way to get the data that exists in Snowflake, like prompts and answers rated, so you can evaluate how well a LLM model is performing. You can do annotation on data, so that could mean that you're actually labeling a dataset to fine-tune one of your own models. And the process is quite simple. We want to get data from Snowflake first into SuperAnnotate so we can visualize and review it. That is easily done by setting up an integration. Within SuperAnnotate, you can set up an integration with Snowflake, really easy by providing the name of it and some of the information from Snowflake itself. With a private key generated, you can then safely transfer data from Snowflake to SuperAnnotate very easily. You can do that in your already created project by selecting to add and upload items, where you can select your integration and do any kind of query to get the data. So this enables us to, for example, select everything from a certain table we have. So we are running the query, and this will provide us with a way to match columns in your database to certain IDs of components in SuperAnnotate. So here we can select that the prompt column should be the prompt component in SuperAnnotate, and same thing with the item names. All of these are fully customizable. So in SuperAnnotate, you can create your own interface on how you should load and visualize the data. This is an example where we are loading a prompt from Snowflake with 3 different responses, and we're going to rate them 0 from 5. We will also load in some of the correct annotations that we could have, for example, but in most cases you'll want to provide that on your own. So, for example, if we go to the Snowflake table, we have some item names of what they will be called in SuperAnnotate, as well as the prompts that we are loading in. So this data can then come into SuperAnnotate into the visualization that you want. You can explore and search your dataset here as well to understand what it looks like and get a quick overview, for example, by just clicking here. And within this specific interface, you can give feedback, but you can also do all of the annotations, like rating these cells on your own or with a team that you have. When things have been rated and or they have been created in some way, you have annotated your data, you want to get it back into Snowflake. And you can do this automatically or in another way by orchestrating it from SuperAnnotate. So here we can build pipelines. They are made out of certain events from SuperAnnotate. It could be that you select certain items and say that we should load these into Snowflake. But it could also be on certain triggers, like when an item is completed, going from any value to completed status, then we should trigger data to be loaded into Snowflake, for example. And you can select a lot of custom actions here in SuperAnnotate, one of them being to load into Snowflake, where you just provide some of the information of the component IDs in SuperAnnotate and where they should be transferred to in Snowflake as well. So when that is selected, we can run it to transfer the data. So these custom functions are already templatized and ready to be used, but you can customize the code here in any way that you want to enable it to load into Snowflake in the best possible way. So here you can execute different queries and the like. In this specific setup, we want to transfer data on selection. So I can say I want to view all of the items that are completed. I can select them and tell it to load this data to Snowflake, push it to Snowflake. And when I click run, we will run the event and trigger the query to actually put it into the database in Snowflake. So I can go here to my new table where we have the prompts, responses, and here we have the new ratings that have been made in the project too. So this facilitates easy transfer from Snowflake data into SuperAnnotate for review, curation, annotation, and data back into Snowflake to do any kind of model training or the like. I hope this helps. Thank you so much.